What's up, everybody? I'm back. I know a lot of people were probably thinking, oh, this guy already quit. I did not quit. I had a move during the whole last of week. So I've been pretty busy. So I am sorry for the hiatus, but we are back, okay? The hat is on, number one, for this thing. Number two, because I still haven't gotten a haircut. So I'm just not gonna do that to myself right now where I have this messy hair out. But today I wanted to go over how I train. Since in one of the last videos I was mentioning about training to failure and how to train to failure, I thought about actually just showing a demonstration from my own gym session. If you are especially someone that's already intermediate and you are just doing the regular failure training, you could see how you could really spice up your training a little bit better. And I will show this to you in the example of a lat pull down. This is already going to be the working set. So I'm not showing you the warm-ups or the lead-ups. I'm showing you two of my working sets, which usually by rule, I will do two true working sets. Let's get right into the video. The set you're seeing now, it's already a working set. No warm-ups, no nothing. These are already done. We're just seeing how I achieve failure in my training. So as you can see, I start the movement all the way from the top. I try to keep it as controlled as possible, especially when I let that weight go back up to really allow that stretch. You should really have this machine configured in a way where you can actually have your arms completely basically stretch out and fully do the movement. So we're not doing half reps and we're trying to use correct form. So if the weight that you're using right now is too much, you can just put down the weight. This is not a lot of weight that I'm moving. I'm just trying to make the weight work for me. So you can already see, I haven't been counting, probably around rep 9 or something like that. I'm already failing the full movement, but I'm not stopping, okay? I'm trying to get in those half reps, those quarter reps, as much as possible without breaking form. And then I finally set the weight down. The set you're seeing isn't coming down anymore. And that's the end of set 1 right there. So usually when I do the first set, I will be honest with myself, was that good? If I feel like I got some more juice left in the tank, that's when I go over to the second working set, which is essentially already pushing past failure because as you saw already at the end, I'm not doing the full reps anymore, but I'm squeezing out, especially that top part where I'm like, but the muscle is in as big of a stretch as possible to really try and get that growth going. So in between this, about 2-3 minutes rest. I believe this was about 3 minutes because I was also fiddling around on the phone. And we will go to the second working set. The second working set will be fully focused on pushing past failure. So once I achieve failure, I will go as far as I can while still getting the efficiency out of the workout. We got a bit of different angle because I'm really awkward with recording in the gym, but here you go. Different angle, weight's the same, movement's the same, rules are exactly the same. So here we go. Getting that full stretch, deep stretch in, and boom, pulling it down. You gotta make sure you're not hunching over the weight, obviously, and we'll just see how far I can go from here. By the way, if you like these like in real life gym videos, you can tell me to make more because these are very awkward to make. So you can already see me starting to fail the movement. I can no longer hit the bar into my chest, but we just keep going, not hunching over the weight, not trying to break form. We keep doing that same thing, pulling it down as far as I can, letting it stretch out. So now we are not done. We're dropping the weight down by 20%, just like that, making sure no one's stealing my camera. And we're right back into it. 20% less weight and boom. And this is already going past failure. If you train like this, you are training really hard, okay? And this is how you can get all the workload done with just 2 working sets. You don't have to sit at the gym for 2 hours lifting weights. You can use time to do cardio, stretches, whatever. Watch some YouTube in between. So I'm already about what, 5th or 6th rep? I cannot get it down because at this point, my lats are burning. They are absolutely destroyed. So what do I do? What any reasonable man would do? Drop it by another 20%. So we're just above half the weight that our main set was with. And full stretch and boom. And we keep going. Guys, this is really hard training. This is not me telling myself like, oh my God, I trained so hard in the gym. I'm not trying to move around a bunch of weight. I'm getting to the point where my lats are completely, they feel like they don't want to do the work anymore. And I just load them with less weight. And see, I'm already starting to feel the movement here. Still gonna keep it going, see how far I can pull it. And now we are completely done. That was the end of that exercise, and I can move on. If my lats are already completely fried, at that point, what the heck?
No, you can tell me. You can tell me. Just tell me what's in your pocket. But turn your pockets out really quick. Turn them out. Just turn them out. What is in your pocket?
My camera was about to die on me. But what I was saying is that if you saw me finish that second workout, that second set, I mean, it was a cluster of sets, really. My lats are completely done. I'm moving half the weight that I usually move for 10 to 12 reps for like 5 clean. So you don't need to keep going and going and going and going. At that point, you're super fried. If you have never trained like this before and you will now check this video and be like, maybe I'll try that. I promise you, the next day you will be sore. It will be a shocker to you because you are not just stopping at the failure of the weight that you're used to, you're pushing way past it. And this, again, I have to preface, this is not for the beginner, okay? If you are a beginner and you're gonna train like that, you're probably going to overtrain. This is for the guys that have maybe been a few years, you have been in the gym, and you're trying to find a new way to kind of push past your plateaus, to try new training methods, whatever. Try something like this. And this you can do with whatever. I do recommend training like this, maybe not so much with free weights. It's fine if you're doing like rows and stuff, but doing a bench where you're like risking getting clanked under the weight might not be the best idea. If you actually count the time of that last set, that last working set plus the drop sets, it's about 2 minutes straight of tension. So even when I fully stretch out, I don't put the weight down. The weight's still in the air. It's stretching on your lats. So essentially for 2 minutes straight, you're allowing the muscle to kind of break itself down. If you want to see how I train to failure or past failure or what my training kind of looks like, I will happily start making these in real life videos more. I will have to get past the social anxiety of being in the gym where people walk around and keep staring at you, because I also don't want to be that guy complaining about people getting in the way of my camera. But whatever. If you like this stuff, I will show you other ways of pushing past failure. If you are one of these intermediate guys looking for better ways to train, whatever, as I said, you can take my advice as professional, but it's not licensed. It's just years and years and years of being in the mud, trying different things. I'm in no way perfect. I'm not claiming to be a coach. I'm not gonna sell you no plan. I'm not gonna sell you no training plans, meal plans, whatever it is. I'm not going to do it. I'm not that guy.
Not really. Maybe. It's classified.
For you guys that always keep watching my stuff, I really, really appreciate it. And I am super sorry about the weekly hiatus, but I do have some good news. I'm fully back now. I've kind of tried to upgrade the setup, as you can see. We're slowly getting there. So your own viewing experience becomes more pleasurable, and it becomes more pleasurable for me to make these videos. I am now settled down into the new home. We're doing good. And I will start uploading at least twice a week again. I will actually update you about a upload schedule that I'm going to get to. Most likely the upload schedule will be every Wednesday and every Friday. If I find that I can squeeze a third video in every week, we will do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But that's soon come. I will see you in the next video this very week. All right, peace.